Thank you. My name is Tariba Traore. I am a proud Pioneer Court member from Mali.
Oh, yeah.
My question is for President Kagame. Your Excellency, we, the young people, think about many things about the future. Employment, peace and security, natural resource management, so much more. My question is, what is that one pressing issue in Africa that keeps you awake at night? Thank you.
Unfortunately, it is not just one. There are so many. But it's difficult. As I said earlier, you keep asking yourself. Now, let me start by saying, as young people growing up, and you said you ask yourselves many questions, and in fact, that's where it starts from. It's good to be asking yourself those questions, but keep also interrogating yourself and saying, if I were the one with the responsibility, if I were president, like you said, some of them want to be president, it's not a bad thing, but you have to be prepared to do the right thing. So then you interrogate yourself and say, if I were the one, how would I go about solving that problem? Don't just complain. Don't just criticize. Go beyond that and in you, have a discussion with yourself and say, well, but if I were the one responsible, in charge, I would do this about this problem. So the most challenging situation for me, as you asked me, is to say, what problems do my people have? What do we have to address? Before you go to the rest of the continent, I start with my own situation. And anyway, some of the situations here are similar to what happens in the rest of the continent. So the whole night I'm asking myself, how do we overcome these, some of them existential challenges? How do we, and it's not just about me also thinking I can be the one to address it. It's also about saying, how do we bring Rwandans to understand that each one of them has something to contribute to addressing Rwanda's problems, their own problems. But of course, the bigger challenge is with me, if I'm their leader, to be saying yes, for the failures of the rest not thinking about what their responsibility and contribution to this is. For them, they have a right to turn around and blame me for everything. So I'm primarily trying to make sure that we find a way of addressing the challenges we have. Poverty, well, you know, our history of division, and security, and so on and so forth. I can't, an individual, it doesn't matter how good you are, you cannot deliver on them without making everyone else contribute to that. and understanding what the problem is and what can be done to address it. So that is my challenge every day. It's thinking, how do we, there are many problems, but how do we get together to make an impact on the outcomes we want to be as good as we want them. It's a general thing. It's not just one particular problem you think about. You think about poverty alone. When there is security here, then there is divisive politics there, then there is dealing with the rest of the world, which is another problem of its own. You see, like in this country, Rwanda, with our history and so on and so forth. Rwanda is a small country. It's 14 million people, very small, geographically heavily, densely populated. But the amount of scrutiny and attention and actually injustice even brought to us by the rest of the world is incredible. So we have to deal with that as well. There are these big challenges of our own we have, then we have another big problem of how the rest of the world, even the big powers, whom you would even think they should have no time to think about us. They should just be ignoring us as, but they really pay attention. And they pay attention for the wrong reasons. Because they want to dictate whether if you're going to walk, you start with your right foot or the left foot. If you're going to have your dinner, what food do you eat? And if you are going to choose leaders, they have their own list of leaders they want to see there. It's something we live with every day. It's a big challenge. So, my friend, the challenges are so many, but you are welcome to think about and aspire to be a president or prime minister, so that I'm not alone in, or prime minister is not alone in facing these global challenges.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Honestly, I can't imagine the number of sleepless nights. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised you're still here.
But I really have good sleep when I have time. I've never had problems of my sleep. Yeah. I think it's a blessing in a sense.
Great. Thank you so much. I think I'll take one more question, if you will permit me. Any more hands? Okay, I think there's a lady in red. The women are challenging the men today.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. My name is Kevin Kalulakot, and I'm from Uganda. I have a question for both Excellencies. What do you expect from us, the pioneer cohort? And what do you expect from us as the next generation of African leaders? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, President. Yeah, I think the expectation when you finish this course in African School of Governance, I expect you to be self-aware. I mean, understand your core values and see that you can be a selfless leader. And our aim is to see this is my turn to eat, from this is my turn to eat to this is my turn to sacrifice. I think this is it. You know, oftentimes when I travel to some African countries, even the population is saying, you know, this is their turn to eat. I think this mindset has to change. as leaders, we are here to sacrifice and pass through daunting challenges. When the president was saying, I was looking into, when you know that you are the ultimate person which gives the final decision on millions of people's life, that is a very difficult task. And that calls for, somebody who has a clear direction, purpose, who understood his own calling properly, who has searched his soul properly. So I think the school is here to help you to search, but it's you who should be doing that. The school cannot do that. Mm-hmm. So I think the individuals are the ones who should know it. You should be compassionate. I think it's not just power and authority which matters. It is empowering others to unleash their full potential, to deliver on the cause is much more important. So I think I expect from this cohort, as the first cohort, I'm proud of you because you have chosen ASG, but ultimately it's the beginning of a long journey where you will be also part of that journey, and I want to see at the end that we have selfless leaders who are committed to serve as a servant leaders their own people.
Thank you. Your Excellency, President.
Well, I'll be short in this. What we expect of whether first court or any others that will come, and of the young people, is simply, let me treat it in reverse. When you are there, young people, what is your expectation about us? What is it? What do you want us to do vis-a-vis where you want to go or your needs? So by flipping it, you start wondering, put yourself in our positions and then start imagining that you will be the one addressing those problems. So you already have framed what we want of or from you. Yes, it's that responsibility, it's that journey you have to travel to be like leaders you are talking to, in a sense, or addressing the challenges they face in their responsibilities. So put yourself in that, always in that position, even when you are here. That's what I'm saying, doesn't matter what cohort. It's what are you here for? What is the purpose? And therefore, how do you translate? You are not here to just earn a degree or a second degree. There are many people who study, get as many degrees as they can. It's a good thing in itself. But at the same time, there is a much bigger thing, and even better is if you can use this knowledge you have acquired and then deal exactly with the same problems that and challenges we are talking about of individual countries or the continent or other global challenges. How you immerse yourself in making your contribution and having an impact on the process of dealing with the challenges is what we expect from you and the cohorts of different generations.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. The expectations are very high, and I'm very sure that our cohorts and those to come will make us very proud. Thank you. So I think we'll have a final question. Two hands. I'm sorry, I may have to favor a woman again. Lady in green.
Excellencies, thank you for the opportunity. My name is Francisca Mujawasi. I'm an MPA pioneer from Rwanda and president of the Student Representative Council. Mine is not a question, but a heartfelt thank you to you, Excellencies, on behalf of the pioneer class. Together we commit to advance excellency, visionary and transformative leadership on the African continent. And we hope that we could expand this conversation in one or several other lectures with you, Excellencies, at the African School of Governance. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Anytime.
Thank you. Thank you.